The spark process begins. I counted from 0 to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take off. We're going to take off. Hey everyone, this is the digital asset trader. You can feel the excitement for the rate cut. This is without a doubt the most watched Fed meeting in years. We know that the Fed will have to start this run of lower interest rates at some point. What does it matter if they choose 25 or 50 basis points today? I agree with you that the choice is very close. A little over 50% chance of a 50 base rate cut this week is a surprise to the market. Our most likely scenario is that the Fed will cut rates by 25 basis points this week. We believe that there is a strong case for the Fed to deliver 25 basis points. This is because the economy is still growing, and the Fed wants to have some options open in case the economy's performance changes in the coming months. That being said, we can see why some people think that 50 BEPS is the best choice. You take a look at where real policy rates are and how the job market has been slowing down over the past few months. There are some who say it will be 75, but this could really boost all markets, not just crypto. We'll see. Look at this. This is interesting. This is about how JP Morgan and the boys messed with the silver price market. There are 8 banks at the moment. This is the biggest concentrated short position in the history of the COMEX market for any commodity. It is held by 8 Western banks. You have 8 of the strongest Western banks in the world stepping on this tiny market to keep it from going up. I think that sellers have been found guilty of manipulating the silver market in the past. I forgot which banks they were. Michael Nowak, the head trainer for JP Morgan, and a few others, but they can still be in charge of the SLV, the world's biggest silver trust. You can't do that if you don't have cheap metal. And right now, for the first time in my career, countries like India and China are taking advantage of our stupidity to get what they want. These countries are smart, rich, well-coordinated, and motivated. There you can see that the Justice Department fined JP Morgan $920 million for manipulating the silver market. This is the biggest fine they've ever given out, but their head trader, Michael Nowak, who I've met before, is in prison right now for doing this, and they're still allowed to hold the world's largest silver trust with BlackRock. JP Morgan also takes care of some of GLD. We live in a world where everyone is trying to trick us. Now, I thought this was a great and interesting way to explain what this person thinks a crypto market crash would look like. Though he talks about Bitcoin, when he says Bitcoin you should think of all cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin. And I think there will be a crash. I'm expecting a huge and terrible crash, but not the crash most people think it will be. You see something crash. When you think about a crash, what do most people fear a market crash or a recession? What does that mean? If things go wrong, as most people think they will, I lose my job, get a lower paying job, my business doesn't do as well, and I don't make as much money. That's what most people consider. What does that mean though? Everything that means is that my life will get worse. Things that I need to live go down. I don't have as much cash. That means I have to eat a hamburger instead of steak now. Their real message is that a crash means my level of living goes down. But you can do that even if prices don't go down. It's possible for prices to rise so quickly that I can't keep up with them and my standard of living drops. So it's a crash backwards. And while everyone else is expecting a crash caused by deflation, I'm expecting one caused by inflation. Things are still the same now. Our standard of life has gone down for both of us. A reverse crash and inflated crash, on the other hand, I think is much worse. It's even worse because during a deflationary crash, the markets at least restart and people have a chance to get back in. Yes, my kids might be able to buy a house one day. You never get another chance during a rise and crash, though. It's too late now. That's where I think we're going. Are there going to be crashes now? I mean, how would you describe that? Of course, there will be a lot of big changes along the way, but I don't think there will be any long-term sadness. Maybe there will be short-lived crashes like the ones we saw in 2020. These crashes won't be something that can be traded because the price will change a lot along the way. If you look at the picture of the Weimar hyperinflation, which I'm sure you've seen with the red lines on top, you'll see how crazy the volatility was. We'll have that, but I think I'm going to crash up. Break up. Did he just say that? Look at this. This is the biggest Bitcoin ever. I love these kinds of tweets because they show that the sender doesn't like XRP. I pay attention when people talk about XRP. Today, I bought a lot of XRP. This is something I never thought would happen, but the chart never lies while I work on an XRPTA movie. So-and-so is also to blame for this because he wouldn't stop mulling it over with me. At this point, I'd like to bring up something that I believe is important to bring up today. Senator Warren, who is the least liked us lawmaker in the crypto industry, is running against John Deaton, a Republican who has a lot of crypto experience, and he thinks he can beat her. There is an elephant in the room, and I think it's time to bring it up. Okay, Because there are a lot of crypto supporters and right media people who don't like Senator Warren and haven't even had John Deaton on, and that could really help his campaign. And you have to question who these people really are. You really do. There are still a lot of crypto experts and billionaires who haven't shown any support for John Deaton, Senator Loomis, who is meant to be the crypto senator. This is the most important race in crypto after the presidential election. Her name was Ian Kane, and she backed Chuck Kane against John Deaton in the primary. John Deaton beat him. She used to back John Deaton Express, but now she hasn't. He backed John Deaton in everything, and now he's running against Senator Warren. That's why I want to know what's going on. Senator Warren is in the middle. If someone wants to hurt crypto, Warren is the person to talk to. She is the second snag in the attack. She has been in charge of it. Where are these people? Where is Joe Rogan? Where is Patrick Bet-David? There's no such person as Glenn Beck, Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro, or Laura Ingraham. They all dislike Elizabeth Warren. Where are they? What about some crypto people? Where is Sailor Michael? These are crypto people. It was Senator Warren who got Jamie Dimon on CNBC. He was telling them that they should all be banned. He got the idea to say that Senator Warren also hates Bitcoin from her. Where is Sailor Michael? Where is Larson Chris? I'm going to ask. Where is Chris Larson when John Deaton needs him? Where is Lubins Joseph? Eric, where is he? Boris Roger Veer, Kim.com, is a good person. He does not like Senator Warren at all. These guys have a lot. Where are they? There was a donation from Brad Garlinghouse through Ripple. Where is his friend Arrington? He should give to John Deaton, so why can't he? Barry Silbert, where is Jed McCaleb? The Winklevosses have given money. Where are these big-time venture capitalists? Lex Friedman and Alex Jones, where are they? Megyn Kelly, where are you? Jones works with Jamie Vernon as a director. Where is he? Where is Gutfeld Greg? Who are the people who want Senator Warren to leave? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. When we talk about things that don't make sense, I watched Donald Trump's World Liberty thing last night and I don't get it. The goal of World Liberty is to sell government. I don't understand why they think now is a good time to do it. None of us can see clearly. How are they going to make a coin in the middle of all this? There isn't anyone in the United States that I know of who is trying to make a coin right now. How do these guys do it? People will be able to buy 63% of it. What do I mean? I don't get it. But look at this. It was Trump. I get that he and his kids support crypto, which I think is great. This makes no sense to me at all. Then why isn't it now? I believe it is now. Right now, the SEC is very against you. If you want to talk about the administration, you could call it Biden or Harris. No one really knows what to call it, but maybe we'll take a mix of the two. Either way, they've been very against crypto and all of it so hostile that no one can believe it or understand why my attitude is different if we don't do it. It will be done by China. China is already doing it, but we need to do it too, or we won't be the biggest country in the West. When you look at ideals and add it all up, you can see why. This whole thing is worth more than they were telling me. The numbers for the top 20 companies and everything else are just huge. There are some holes in its trustworthiness. Some things were done or not done, but it's growing. It's still very young and growing. China will do it if we don't. A different country will do it if we don't. Many countries would like to be in that spot. We're better than them because it's a yes. This is a big plus for you because it's me, and I do believe in it. A lot of my friends are also really into it. Barron knows a lot about this, as do my kids. Eric told Barron that he knows a lot about money, even though he is young. He seems to have 4 pockets. I also want to know what a bag is. Please explain this to me. But he really knows what he's talking about. Eric and Don really understand it. Indeed, it seems like younger people understand it better than older ones. However, I admire them a great deal. Everything they've done has been very smart. I believe you are